Boy, we're all ready for this. So finally back out, and I suppose most of you looking at that view will know where I am, back in Peak District. So it's been about, I don't know, 10 days is it or something, since we've been back off at North Coast 500 trip. Me, Kerry, Paul and Joe had a fantastic time doing that. Fell in love with the place, I did, especially Isle of Skye. What a place. But yeah, been back at work, first set back at work. This has been my first set of days off, but for the last few days I've been quite ill. I've had some kind of flu bug, or more commonly known as man flu, and I've had some kind of fever with temperature, sweats and God knows what, and feeling pretty crap, to be honest. I've done naught but sleep, but I've woke up this morning not feeling too bad. Still a little bit bunged up, as you might be able to tell with my voice, but I'm feeling a lot better, so I thought why not get out and get a camping, because this will be my first camp in about 4 weeks I think, and boy am I needing this. So we've been first and back. I'm not going too mad, not putting any major mileage in or out like that. Just going to go up on southern edge of Kinder somewhere. I've got a new spot in mind that I'm going to check out. We'll probably be spending night there, but we're just heading up Greensbrook at minute, and I'm actually loving to look at things at minute. As you might be able to see, look how colourful it is. All this green, all heather's out in bloom, lovely purple, as you can see up on hillsides there and just at the side of me. All bilberries are in fruit, and it's absolutely fantastic. I think all this, all that hot weather we had at start of, or sort of in spring, and then all the heavy rain that we've had over the last couple of weeks, it's really done things a lot of good. So it's looking pretty cracking at the minute. Let's look at contrasting colour there, purple heather, and then that's all bilberry bush there. Absolutely fantastic colours at minute. Let's look back down valley there, look at colours. Beautiful. Oh, we're getting a little bit of rain coming through from west there. Now it is forecast, but it's only supposed to be like 20-30% light showers. If you look over that way, it's nice and sunny. So it is due to clear up later on. It's about 6 o'clock now, but what I'm going to do before it gets any heavier, I'm going to chuck my waterproof coat on and put cover on bag, just to keep my sen and things in bag a little bit dry. Right then, so as we're making his way up Greensbrook, so far up now, dodging the wet slippery rocks. So I'm in my, if you can see, I'm in trail shoes, up my hockers, and the grip on these, on this slippery rock, ain't as good as what I was expecting it to be. So just having to watch me step a little bit on some wet rock, but it's not too bad. Just have to be a little bit more careful as I make my way along. So we'll keep going, making his way up there. We'll get to the gate, a bit further up past the Oak Gate, and then we'll make his way up that bit of a scrambly bit at top, up onto Kinder Plateau. So as I was saying, look at heather. It's in lovely colour, and all bilberry bush in here, or wimberry, whatever. And they've got several names, haven't they? I call them bilberry, blueberry, bilberry, wimberry. Depends which part of the country you come from, but I call them bilberry. I like to think about that again then. But yeah, I can get some. They're actually lovely and juicy, them. Really high in vitamin C, the bilberries. So anyway that you see any bilberry, and they're quite in fruit at the minute, get your in an handful, get a good gobful, and get a nice little burst of energy, because vitamin C gives you energy. So yeah, that's this time of year in Peak District, or anyway, like I say, any bilberry bushes, get your in an handful, get them gobbed. Lovely, lovely and juicy. Right then, so we're at the top end of Greensbrook now. That's looking back down where we've come from. And as I've said many a time when we've come up here, there's two routes up here. I've gone up that way more times, and I have the sort of conventional way, which is this way up here. No, excuse me, there's not too technical about that, it's just a little bit of scrambling in places. But that route up there is a little bit more involved. There is a little bit of climbing to do. One of the times I come up here, I'm going to go up that way, because I don't think I've ever filmed a video where I've gone up that route. So one of the times I come up, I'm going to go up that way and I'm going to show you that route, as well as a few other. A little bit further back down there, there's another route off up a clough, an unnamed clough that I've done before. Again, I've not filmed it, but yeah, some of these little cloughs and that I'm going to start, you know, when I do videos up this area, I'm going to start showing you some of these other cloughs and that, because to get off at beaten track, or the usual, like I say, this is usual route that people take when they come up this way. They don't know about all these other cloughs, and they're a lot more exciting and a little bit more involved in just going straight up there. So yeah, one of the next times I come up, I'll go up that way and show you what it's all about up there. It's a lot more exciting and a little bit more involved. But yeah, that little bit of range passed, so I can feel myself getting a little bit sweaty, so I'm going to take this rain jacket off, take cover off my bag, and get me pole strap back to the bag, because it's a pain in the arse carrying them beyond. So yeah, and then we'll get off up here. Right then, that's Greensbrook climbed. Just about, top is just at the top of me there, or the path should I say. But that's not been too bad, that. But look at the views we've got here. Got Upper Tor and Nether Tor here on Southern Edge. Golden Clough, you can see Ringing Roger at end there, the Nab. And looking further beyond, there's all Derwent Edge beyond. Just about met Winhill out, and just see Loss Hill and Back Tor just on the corner there. Absolutely fabulous. Cracking views. And all that colour, all that contrasting green colour and purple leather, it's absolutely looking beautiful. Just look at it. Looks a little bit washed out on camera because I'm using my Canon on this trip. But yeah, like all the saying, other people say it as well. Cameras don't portray what you see by eye. You've got to be here to see it by eye. Looks absolutely stunning, that, absolutely beautiful. Right then, let's crack on. Get off up onto the path, get across plateau and see if we can find this spot that I've got in mind. So the actual route from top of Greensbrook It's not via any of the normal paths that you can head along from top of here. Top of Greensbrook is just there, and I'm heading straight onto the plateau on a path that not many people know about. Now, I do believe this route is an old ancient route, not a pack horse route, but an old ancient pathway across plateau. There's quite a lot of these across here. I've spent many years walking from corner to corner, cross widthways, lengthways, and you find these old paths. Not many people walk them. The people that come up here regular and do a bit of exploring, you'll find these paths, and if you find them and walk them, you find lovely little places, hidden spots. Just get out there and explore, and what you can find is just absolutely amazing. Right then, well, we've just come off at the top of the plateau, just back up here on that old ancient route that I've just been telling you about. If you come a little bit further, fetches you to the top of Crowden Brook just here, and I just wanted to nip along to here and see what water situation were like, and as you can see, there's plenty of water flowing down it. I ain't fetched my filter. I weren't going to bother. I know there'd be plenty of water with pictures and posts that I've seen on Facebook lately, but I fetched 3 litre in with my 3 litre of fresh water from home, so I weren't faffing about filtering water. But yeah, actually as well, probably most of you will know this, but from top of Crowden Brook here, if you look on an OS map, there is a route on the map that takes you over the top of the plateau, curves round a bit like a bit of a banana shape, fetches you out at Kinder River, and then takes you over to Kinder Gates and onto Kinder Downfall. So if you get to top of Crowden Brook and you want to get a quick route over to top of Kinder Downfall, that is the way you can take. I've walked it many a times, and when it's been quite wet like what it has been this last week or two, they're quite boggy on top of here, so make sure you've got some waterproof boots with you. Right then, I'm going to get off back up onto the top of here and find this little spot where I'm going to be camping, and we'll get settled in. Right, here we are. Lovely little spot here, just among these rocks. Someone you might recognise that rock there. I'm not saying what it is, I'm not revealing what it is. Someone you'll know what it is, someone you might be able to work it out, but I'm not revealing it, because it's not exactly a popular spot or a well-known spot. So yeah, this is where we're stopping for night, and looking at that sky over there. I don't know if I was saying on the weather forecast, I can't remember if I was saying earlier on, it was supposed to brighten up, which it has done. It's about 7:30 now. From 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock onwards, it was meant to be a lot more brighter and a lot more sun and no rain. But looking at them clouds over there, looks as though we might get a few showers. So I'm going to get tent up and get in there just in case we do get any showers. So at least I'm not faffing about putting tent up then in the rain if it does happen to come. So yeah, I'll come back to it in a minute once I've got the shelter up, and we're in the Durston X Mid 1p again tonight. Loving using that tent at the minute, so yeah, enough gabbing, I'll get tent up. Right then, we're pitched up, nice little spot there. Just got my matting inflating, and none of that rain has come this way. It's actually looking quite nice over there now. Hopefully we might get a nice sunset or a nice little bit of colour. Saying that, I've just looked over that way and look at clouds over the back of me here. It is like a sort of it is a northwesterly wind. That's northwest, it is like a northwesterly. So there is rain over there. Look how dark and moody that lot is over there. There is rain in that, I can see it. but it's bypassing me that. And what's coming our way, I'm hoping, is some nice clear skies, sunny skies, or at least a bit of colour. Not sure what time it is exactly at the minute, but I think about 8 o'clock. And of course we're heading into the shorter nights now, and I think sunset is about 10 to 9, 5 to 9, somewhere around there. So it'll be a darker night tonight, and I think sunrise is about 5:30 in the morning, so we're heading into them longer, darker nights. Anyway, I think my pump's popped off there, so let me get that sorted out. Let me get everything sorted in there, and I'll get back to you in a little bit once I've got the brew on. I'm ready for the brew as well. Right then, got a quick change of clothes, changed my base layer and my mid layer and that, got my down jacket on. Just set my stove up here. I'm going to get me some brew on, get me some tear on go, because it is, like I was saying, it's 8:10 now, and sunset is 20:49, or in other words 10 to 9, so yeah, it's looking quite moody over that way now. So yeah, while I kick this up and I find all my bits and bobs, because I'm not out to sync with everything, I've not been out for quite a while. Let me just fire this up. Yeah, as I was saying, back from North Coast 500 10 days ago, whatever it was. Been back at work for 4 days, done my shifts. At the minute I'm on 4 on 4 off. All holidays are on all September, a week into September, so yeah, like I said, I've been badly for a few days. I've had some kind of flu virus or something, sweats, chills, shivering, wet through with sweat 1 minute and then I'm shivering cold, and I've literally spent 2 days asleep. I woke up this morning, I'm far better for that, but I'm still a little bit bunged up. My voice is a little bit coarse like, but I'm feeling better, and I definitely needed this. I definitely needed to get out today. But yeah, a little bit of, I don't want to go into too much depth. I'm sure you'll have all seen Paul's videos. I think he's put about 4 videos out up to now. I'm not sure whether he's putting any more out. Can't remember where they got up to, but yeah, we've absolutely loved it up there. One of the most fascinating things we found up there, right up at top, we stopped at a place called Durness at Sangor Sands. Absolutely beautiful place, and we were sat out under awnings and that at 10:30 at night. That's what time sunset was, and at midnight it was still light like this. It was crazy, absolutely crazy, and we couldn't believe it, because you're so far up, all to do with, I don't know, it's all with hemisphere and where the sun drops, where it sets. Because you're that far up, that far north, it drops, and it don't drop that far underneath earth, if you can, you know, if you know what I mean, that it's still light. And then it was sunrise was at like 3:30 or something like that, and it never really got dark. And it weren't until we started coming down west side that, you know, the sunset were getting a little bit early, and they were getting a little bit more dark on the night. But yeah, absolutely fascinating. Fell in love with the place. Isle of Skye, wow, what can you say? It's just amazing, absolutely amazing. Loved it that much that me and Kerry are definitely going to be going back and doing it in a few years, in another couple of years. We've already sort of started looking at other routes and other things. As you'll have seen in Paul's videos, me and Kerry did it in tent box. We had one night at John O'Groats where weather was just crazy. It was too windy for it, and we ended up having to check into an hotel for night, in an emergency hotel, but it was what it was. But yeah, rest at time, we roof tented it, lived out at car. We've enjoyed it, it was absolutely brilliant. But we've already looked at getting a van, so we might be getting a van and doing it up as Sens, kitting it out as Sens, and we're going to be looking at, we've already bought 2 Robbie Rome's books, I think it's called. One's for South Coastal Path or something like that, South Coastal Route, that there's all Devon and Cornwall and Dorset and all that, and then the Welsh coastal one. There's one that goes down here, so we're going to be looking at doing them. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. We absolutely loved it. But then of course reality hits and you get back home and you've got to go back to work. I think we've been in some sort of post-holiday depression or something like that. It's just been absolutely crazy since we've got back. Like I say, I've ended up with this bloody flu or whatever it is, and yeah, like I say, I just couldn't wait to get back out and get a camping. And yeah, I'm enjoying this one. So I just wanted to give a little bit of an update. Not going into too much depth on this camp, just a quick one. I wanted to get a video out for you lot. It's been about a month on it since I've got one out. I'm not going to do too much rambling on. Just wanted to be what it was, this one, to get out and enjoy it for what it was. A quick camp, film it, get some out there, it'll be what it is. And then normal service will be resumed from next week, I should imagine. We'll start getting out and getting to places again. In September time I'm hoping to get to Scotland for a multi-dayer, a 3-dayer, 2 nights. I've got a route up there, up round. There's a range round Benmore. Takes in about 3 or 4 Munros and Benmore as well. Benmore's and Munro. So yeah, that'll be a 3-dayer hopefully in September. So there's plenty to come. So yeah, I'm gonna get this brew, get me send some snap on, probably fetch you back afore I'm ready for it in sack. And that's about it I think, because I've rambled on far too long. What we're doing, 6 minutes. Right, I'll catch you in a bit. Oh, well, good morning. It's now 7:25. Got a little bit rough during night, did wind. It's got up about 5 o'clock, 5:08 it woke me up. I'd slept well until then. Checking tent about a bit. It'll forecast for up to 25 mile an hour gusts like early hours at morning, so probably got it about right, but it's dropped off a little bit now. It's probably late teens, 15, 20 mile an hour at most. But it is quite cold out there. Just been up and took a leak, and there were, when I got up, some views I can see it's sky. Again, forecast were for it to be mist up here until 5, 6 this morning, and then to clear from 7. Like I say, I've just took a leak out there and I could see down into the valley, but there were some banks of mist still rolling in about off at tops. But yeah, I've had a good neat kit there in the grand scheme of things. So I'm going to get kettle fired up, get a brew on, a bit of breakfast, do a few bits with camera, and then we'll be packing up and getting off. Right, getting one last brew. I've had a faff about with camera and that, and got a few bits which obviously are less in. It's time to start getting packed up. It's cleared up nicely, as you can see. Looking over to west over that way, which is the direction the wind's coming. It's looking quite moody again. I've rechecked forecast and there's meant to be some rain about 10 o'clock, so as soon as I've got this subbed, I'm going to crack on and get tent down, get packed up, get tent down while it's dry. And I've noticed as well, on last few videos that I've done, I've been using my Canon G7X Mark III. I've got a shotgun mic on it, and I'm finding in this sort of wind, 15-20 mile an hour wind, I'm getting a little bit of crackling. I don't know whether while I'm doing this bit you can hear it. Depends which way wind's blowing into the mic. It's only a cheap Boyer shotgun mic where it's quite a large dead cat on it, but it's quite annoying me, that noise that I'm getting from wind. I've looked in camera, I can't really see any settings to deaden any wind noise or out like that. So I mean, I've had that microphone quite a while. I used to use it with me Canon M50 that I used to use, and it worked quite well with that. So I don't know whether it's just run its course or what. Or so if anybody's got any recommendations for a good shotgun mic that I can use with this camera that's going to eliminate them little bits of crackling, that like wind noise that you get, that little like that sort of noise. Like I say, I don't know whether it's been picking any up while I'm doing this bit, but like I say, it annoys me a little bit. So yeah, I'm looking for another microphone. So yeah, I'm gonna crack on, sup this brew, get packed up, get that tent dropped before that moody looking sky gets over here and starts dumping a load of that wet stuff on me. Views down into Vale of Redale looking beautiful this morning. Right then, we're all packed up, bag on back. One last little look around, make sure I've not left out. That's where I was. You know the score as always, will leave no trace. So that's been a nice steady camp to get back into it. I've enjoyed that one, I really needed that one. So yeah, we're gonna get off, follow this old track again. I'll just tell you a little bit. I don't know too much about this, but apparently this spot here, again I'm not going to name it because I don't want to give it away, it's an ancient meeting place, a little bit like what, if anybody knows Peak District, a little bit like what Shepherd's Meeting Stones is up on Howden Edge. That's one of the other places I go quite regularly. I've never camped up there, but I go walking up there quite a lot. And obviously where it gets its name from is 200-300 years ago, shepherds used to meet there to trade the sheep, and that's where that got its name from. But once you explore Peak District and really get into its history, dig deep into its history, you find out this type of stuff and these places and everything, and it's just absolutely fascinating. And that's what really you know, it has my love for this place. This is why I love Peak District so much, because of its history and things like that. And like I say, as you can see, just here to be a cracking place to meet. So yeah, I don't know if you can sort of make out, but if you can see that sort of causeway inland there, that is your old ancient route there, your old ancient. I don't know if it's a track, but I do know that it was an old ancient route. And follow this and it takes us straight back to the top of Grinsbrook. So let's get cracking. One of the things about walking these old routes and that, like these old ancient pack horse routes and this type of thing, always fascinates me to wonder whose footsteps you're following in. who used to walk these routes. What sort of hardy folk used to walk across these moors and 200-300 years ago. Absolutely brilliant. Quite breezy on here. All this is, I've camped on here a few times, just along ridge line just here. A couple of nice little spots on there, we can get 1 or 2 tents in. Nice little spot, nice views at rest at plateau and round knoll and all that lot. Rush of edge, lovely spot. Right then, well, we've got a cracking view of the Great Ridge out in front of us. I'm going to wrap video up here so we can see across to Winhill there, Lowsill there, coming along to Backtor, Owens Crossing middle, Mamtor just here, all along Russia Beds just there. Stunning view this up here, Halt Vale or Edale out in front of us. It's absolutely beautiful. So yeah, only about a 10-minute walk back down into Edale now, back to the train station, wait cars parked. So I'm going to wrap it up here like I say. Might not have been the best of videos this one, like I say, I've had about 4 weeks off of it, so just getting back into it. It was one that I needed this more for up here more than out else, just to relax the mind a little bit, put things at ease a little bit. So yeah, it is what it is. Put a video together, it'll be what it is. So hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching as always. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you on next one.